Whether you're just starting out in Black Desert or you're returning after a long break, I often get asked, how do you come back and just jump into the game with all of the new updates and all of the information just being thrown at you? It can be a little confusing. Welcome back to the channel, all about life skilling. My name is Teddy, and for those of you who are usuals, hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a couple ways to get started jumping back into the game after a long hiatus, or if you're new, where to start with. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. If you're coming back into the game, you haven't really looked into the game while you were gone, or, it's just so much information confuses you still with all the changes and everything, I suggest going through the season, going through your story, like start a whole new character, get a feel for the game. They will show you everything that you need to learn. They'll walk you step by step through the whole storyline, enhancing everything that you'll need to really be successful. And then you can start going in and looking at the life skilling. You can go in and start looking at the other little activities that you can do. If you guys are watching this after the new update in Black Desert, we are now able to start using our life skilling gear when using our season tunes. So no longer will we have to jump onto the general servers. We can now just use our normal gear on the normal season tunes. It's a great W for life skilling, especially if you hated being PvP'd out there in the general population. But just start with the whole season progression, get all of that done so that you can open up the door to the rest of the game, because it will leave you at like level 61, level 62, which is great for end game grinding, and they give you all of the Tuvala gear to help out with getting started with getting your combat gear. The only thing that you'd have to really do is get your life skilling gear, which is fine. You should be able to make enough money with your mob grinding and just doing the season progression pass like that. Another thing to keep in mind is just all of the rewards that they give out for returning. A lot of the items can be sold, and if you time your return back to an event, you can get double rewards for returning and for the active events. So you can turn the items into actual money to fund any of your combat gear enhancing, or just trying to get started with your life skilling gear if that's the route that you want to go in. Yeah, by the time you get done it and you've been out there for a little bit trying to do the weeklies and everything, you should have a better understanding, but just focus on getting your main storyline down all the way up to Ulukita and looking at all the other activities that you have in the game, like trading, cooking, fishing, PvP, socializing. Yeah, it can be a little confusing just jumping back into the game. They have made strides on getting it a little more friendlier for the returning players to jump in. Another thing that you can do is ask your guildmates or just be verbal on the group chat. A lot of people will help you, and a lot of us like to talk and just be helpful in general. Guilds are friendly, and I recommend taking a look at a guild. If you didn't join a guild, or you were in a guild and you got kicked out and you're coming in without a guild, try to find one that suits what you're looking for, or one that you think would help whatever your end game goal is in Black Desert. Like for me, I'm in a life skilling guild, but if you're into more PvE or PvP, look for those focus guilds, but they will help you out, trying to guide you along the way too. Just make sure you have the season ticket available before even attempting it. But if you don't have the season coupon available, just go through the storyline, start a new character, go through the story, figure out like what you want to do, and again, they should guide you through everything that you need to know just to be a little bit more successful in Black Desert. People say mob grinding to get passive. No. You get it by selling the items that the monsters drop. So if you take a look at what I currently have so far, right now I have the trash items here. They're worth 20k each. These are some of the lower end trash goods. There are others that are worth a lot more, so you can make a lot more, like say with Eloons, Hex, Orcs, or just using the Dekia Lantern. But you also make money on the other drops, like with your Blackstone, your say Layla petals and exchanging them into items, your Caphras, the scroll written in ancient language. Like each little mob grinding area does come with their own little drops. If you take a look at your Monster Zone info, you can go through and see the requirements that you need for your mob grinding, the AP, the DP, what you're currently at, the drop rate that the zones are in. So by time you finally get all of your Tuvala gear made up from just doing the season progression pass, your next focus can be on trying to complete these higher end monster zones and getting the higher AP, higher DP, and just trying to progress like that until you can figure out like something that you want to do. If you want to go ahead and take a break and start doing your life skilling, that'd be a perfect time. But I recommend trying to tackle that season pass as quickly as possible. Of course, just try to enjoy the game. You don't have to rush it, but your main focus is going to be that season pass first. If you have the money to go ahead and buy all of your weapons and your gear outright, it's always going to be a lot quicker and a lot easier to buy it. But if you are trying to build it up as you go, mob grind for the materials to do the enhancing, that'll save you money, but will take you a lot longer. So if you have the money, buy it, bro. They're not that bad. The prices have gone down since you've jumped in. A lot of things have changed since a lot of players have like left the game and come back. So take a look at the central market, see what the gear is being priced at, and see which ones are usable for your class. Like see which ones you should be going for what you need, like evasion, damage reduction, things like that. And for one bill, I mean, you can start out, but start with your season. It'll get you the money needed to start throwing it into your actual combat gear, or say your life scaling gear if you want. But yeah, let me know if that's like, if you guys prefer to go through the season characters, or if you guys like to just, you know, start on a non-season character when it comes to returning back into the game. Like, I'm always curious. I haven't really taken a break like that, so to hear others come in and then with all of the updates coming out, just how confusing it can be, like, let me know if that helps you guys out. If like there's any other methods that you guys should be doing or anything like that. I don't bother with this season. I don't bother with starting over or taking breaks or anything. I stick it out, so I don't really know like how bad it could be. Like, I can imagine it can be a little confusing with just all of the processes and things like changing over the years. But comment down below, share all that good stuff, feed the algorithm, and again, let me know if you guys have any other methods that you guys like to do when returning back into Black Desert. As you can see, it doesn't matter whether or not you want to do mob grinding, PvP, or just life skilling. The main focus is always going to be doing the season pass, which will lead you into the story and open up all these different avenues. If this helped you out, be sure to let me know down in the comments below, and huge shout out to all of my channel members here on YouTube and all of my subbies over there on Twitch. You guys are amazing, and I couldn't do this without you guys. And for everyone else that is just coming in, come back again, make sure to sub, turn on all those notifications so you know when I come out with a new video again. And if you want to see more Black Desert content, be sure to check out my channel. I go live and I like to post up new guides or just Black Desert related content. Keep gathering out there, everyone.